Should I share the photos now? Are people ready for old, maybe slightly embarrassing photos? So I found a lot of photos from childhood. I already started growing facial hair from a young age. Had to intimidate my opponents. I don't know where this was taken. I think this is 2003, so I was like 9 or 10 years old. This one, okay, so this one I have a small story behind. This was one of my first like big chess achievements. I was 9 years old. I had just tied for first, but I won on tie breaks. It was a national, no, it was a state Illinois kindergarten through third grade state championship. And I got a trophy that was almost as big as me. Yeah, hopefully it's easy to tell which person I am between the four people here. Yeah, this was 2003. I was 9. My rating at the time, I think, was 1200 something. So, fun fact, this person was recently featured in a chess.com stream. Actually, a pretty big name in the crypto space. We both finished with a 7 out of 7 score. This is Jack Malloy, who recently had a lesson with Danny Wrench on stream. So we were friends, but also rivals in childhood. We didn't play each other this tournament. Like we both finished with perfect scores. We would have played each other if there was an 8th round. So moving on. Yeah, this is the photo. I was happy to get the first place trophy on tiebreaks. I still do have the trophy, I believe. It's somewhere in the basement, but not in my current apartment. This is a highly posed photo in front of a trash bin for some reason. There were no stalemates this tournament. I managed to win all the games. So the trophy was almost half my height, or more than half my height. I guess this is another one from outside the venue. I was slightly more awake in this photo. Yeah, I haven't really gotten a haircut since this photo. My hair has just stayed the same length pretty much ever since. This is me at a tournament before starting a game. Oh, okay, so this is me. Maybe some people know who this is. This is a pretty like well-known public figure in the chess world. I did have a little bit of blonde in my hair like growing up. Yeah. My hair like got darker over time and might eventually turn white, so I might go back different end of the spectrum. Oh, good job to everyone saying Polgar, but which Polgar? Yeah, this is Susan Polgar. We both looked slightly different, I guess. I didn't know it at the time, but Susan would go on to be my chess coach in college because I went to Webster University in 2015. And she actually recently retired from Webster. I saw her a few weeks ago. I did meet Judith too. I don't think I have a picture with Judith. I also met Susan's parents, which I might have photos of. This one I'm just feeding ducks. So I have a long history with ducks. There is no goose chasing me in this photo, so thankfully I didn't have to run in fear for my life. I mean, if you have food, they'll be nice back to you. Yes, this is Papa Rosen. We were actually pretty big rivals when I was like 7 and 8 years old. The goose were more just kind of non-rivals, more just friends. Or what did I say? The ducks. Oh, so I included this photo because this was my first ever trip to Vegas. You can tell the tournament, it was a North American Open 2003, but around New Year, so beginning of 2004. Tournament was held at Bally's. And I remember not doing so well, but at least I was able to pose for the photo. It does look like a comfy chair. Is that Feingold? No. Oh, this is me learning how to try and smile along with trophies. This was also maybe 2004 2005. I used to have a basketball shirt. Went through a very brief phase of playing basketball. Yeah, the trophy collection gradually grew over time. Actually, the ribbon, this red ribbon was the first ever thing, or no, it was this red ribbon. The first ever tournament I played in, I got a ribbon and it motivated me to play some more. So this is me playing against Susan Polgar. She gave a simul. Yeah, I was probably like 10 or 11 at the time. I'm 27 now, so this was over 15 years ago. I remember actually Susan crushed me in this game. It was some Queen's Gambit decline. She just sacked a piece and then mated me on the king side. I still have like traumatic memories. I'm pretty sure I still have the score sheet somewhere. Should try and find the game. I don't think this is Bill Gates, but it might be hard to prove. Oh, who can name this person? Grandmaster, strong Grandmaster, who sometimes gets mentioned on this stream. Yeah, this is Ray Robson. Before he was a Grandmaster, I think he was like 1900 around this time. It's not Levy, no. I remember this game too. I'll have to look for the score sheet. But he crushed me. It was some Sicilian. He mated me with like, I think it was Queen F1 after like 20 or 30 moves. And I think a few years. So if I was 10 or 11, he was probably 9 or 10. So 5 years after this photo was taken, about he became a grandmaster. I think at the time my rating was like 14 or 1500. Oh, this is me with another grandmaster. Maybe some people know the GM. There was a tournament in, was it Minnesota? I think it was Minnesota. It was called the HB Global. They only ran it for 1 year, but there was like a $500,000 prize fund. And I won some kind of raffle giveaway to get a lesson with Joel Benjamin, who at the time was probably one of the top players in the US. And he analyzed some of my games and gave me some lessons or some insight and tips and advice. I think I have video of this too, but yeah, we didn't play. This was not a competitive game. He was just like talking and I was listening basically. Yeah, it looks like I'm frustrating him, but he's just kind of explaining things, teaching me. Yeah, this is me taking down a chess hustler or being a chess hustler. This is taken not too far away from Harvard, somewhere in Massachusetts, some kind of square. This is back when people would underestimate me. Now people overestimate me. I was probably 11-ish at this point. It was me against another hustler. Or was this me and was I the hustler? I should have had a sign that said, like, play the future master. I remember losing to this guy. Actually, I'll share the trap because this guy actually trapped me with like a basic Sicilian thing. I was white. Opponent played Sicilian, played e6. I played like open Sicilian everything. Opponent played knight f6. And then I'm pretty sure, actually, I can't tell based on the position, but this may have been, like, you can see that black has more pawns than me. So I think that this was the game. In this position, I played what I thought was an aggressive, interesting move, but it just lost a pawn for free. Yeah, I played e5. So why is this a blunder? Oh, some people already know. Queen h5 is not, yeah, queen a5. There's some confusion with notation, but yeah, queen a5 just winning the pawn. So it's one of these traps you have to be aware of, like when you're white, especially against Sicilian when the queen comes out early. I remember this because it was kind of traumatic. Like imagine being just a young kid playing a scary opponent and then getting trapped after 5 moves. These photos kind of share the progression too of my chess development. So I was a bit older here, maybe 12-ish years old. I'm sure some people would recognize this face. This is former US champion Yuri Shulman, who actually was my coach for different stages of my like later chess career. Coached me a bit in college, and then also in high school, I attended many of his camps. And he played a simul against probably like a few dozen people, and I managed to draw him. Final position, insufficient mating material. So yeah, he was very influential in my chess development. This is me. This is back when cameras suffered with like red eye, repping the Old Navy brand. I used to wear a hat, I guess. This is in California. Yeah, some older, slightly more outdated fashion. Ah, so I shared the photo earlier. So this is like 2004 or 2005, and this is 2010. This was at the US Junior Championship in St. Louis. So this game, St. Louis Chess Club was doing commentary. Ben Feingold, Jen Shahadi, and I believe Hikaru were commentating at least the early rounds of this tournament. But this was before the St. Louis Chess Club YouTube channel, so the archive I don't think was saved. Like I did ask the club to track it down, and like it might be on a hard drive somewhere, but it'd be cool to find the coverage of especially this game. It was a really hard fought game that ended in a draw. And then on the rest day of the tournament, they hosted a block party. It was a chess club 2-year anniversary, and they had like the street closed down, and they invited NFL linebacker Lawrence Maroney to play tennis with us on the street. And they set up like this tennis impromptu thing. And then in the background, they're playing chess, but there was a tennis net on the chessboard as well. And then we were actually playing against Ben Feingold and Lindsay Davenport, who's a former world #1 women's tennis player. I think there's more photos online somewhere, but it was a cool experience. Oh, and then this is at the closing ceremony of the tournament. There were chessboards. I guess I was wearing a slightly oversized suit. And then in the background, it's just Hikaru chilling, looking happy. We're getting to the point where I'm not really a baby anymore. Even though, so this photo was about 10 years ago. This was probably the most important chess game I ever played. Last round of the high school nationals. I had 6 out of 6, and I played, I think IM at the time, Mark Arnold, and I managed to win, and then I won. I won the tournament, got a national title, qualified for the World Championships in Brazil. It was good memories. I played the English opening. This was before I knew how to play the English opening, but I played it anyway because I just tried to avoid all opening theory, and then got a position where my rook somehow jumped to f5 and black was underdeveloped. This is also back when, before they had like a digital broadcast, they just had the demo board, and then people like crowded around to watch. So slightly more intense. Oh yeah, Chad I think was there. Chad is probably somewhere lurking. Oh, and then this. So jumping forward, this was at the World Championship. It was a World U18 Championship in Brazil. I was on board 1 in the second to last round. I was playing the top seed Grandmaster from Armenia, and I gave him a hat. This is a Chicago Blaze. It was a U.S. Chess League hat. Anyway, if I won this game, which I got completely outplayed, but if I won, I would have had like a decent chance of winning the U18 World Championship. I think in the end I finished in 9th, and this is a tournament I got my first IM norm. And unlike the previous tournament I showed, we were playing on digital boards, so there was a live broadcast online. At what age did you reach IM? Oh, Rhino had the same question. I became an IM at 20? So I fulfilled all the requirements at 20, but my title got approved when I was 21. This was back in 2015. Wait, 2015? Yeah, 2015. Oh, this is a good friend of mine. This was a teammate when I attended University of Illinois. Chess master, playing chess in New York with people watching through the window on a rainy day. Just a funny photo. I became a national master in 2009, which is actually, that was very good timing. This is the last round of the US Open, 2009. After this tournament, I crossed the 2200 rating. I defeated John Fedorowicz in 16 moves with black. It was pretty memorable. I've shown this game a few times on stream, videos on my YouTube channel. Oh, this is me attempting to feed a goat, but slightly failing. I don't know why I chose to include this photo. Oh, this is me and Magnus. This is 2015. My first week at Webster University, Magnus just visited and played soccer with us. This is me. I don't know which photo is more valuable, me and Magnus or me and Kangaroo chess match. This is 2017. December 2017. Oh, this is a video. Ah, this is a video of me playing ping pong. I'm curious if anyone can identify this person. It's not Santa Claus. So there's a book. Let me give some backstory. There's a book. It's like a giant book of over 5,000 chess positions. It's by Laszlo Polgar, so the father of Judith, Susan, and Sophia. So this is me playing ping pong against a pretty legendary figure in the chess world. And he's a pretty good ping pong player. We were playing at Webster, I think back in 2019 or 2020. So this is a very short clip. I think it was Ray Robson actually doing the filming. I think we were just playing casually, just for fun. But I have some like old footage of me like reading his book, this chess puzzle book. So it's kind of cool to reflect on the fact like read the book and then eventually get to play ping pong against the author. Yeah, that's the chess. Oh, there's one more. Oh, it's me and Fabiano. Yeah, this was 2019. There was a rapid tournament in San Francisco, but we didn't play each other. He just sat across from me because he got confused.